Hey guys, Kevin here. So this is actually my first proper eBay junk video. Don't usually get too many things from eBay, well that's a lie, but I don't buy junk items very often. Now the reason why I bought this junk item is it's working, quote unquote. It has a dodgy power connection. There was videos of it working on that, but only if you twiddle with the power connector. Now, if you take into account that I don't buy junk devices too often off eBay, I do buy junk that I've seen and inspected first and kind of have an idea that, yeah, that's definitely gonna be a fixer-upper. Like for example, this guy right here. Basically, this here was just a kind of spur of the moment, and a very expensive spur of the moment as well, because it's getting rarer and rarer to find these. So I actually already have one of these also, but that has died. I'm keeping the mystery. You probably have already read the annotation, so you have, or the title of this video. So my secret knife, yeah, and switch hands because I am a righty. I don't know if I've triggered any lefties. Oh, I'm a right-handed guy. So, come on, come on, come on. Let's see what's inside. And I think eBay have repackaged this, which is kind of odd. Never come across this before, eBay repackaging something, but it came in the mail very quickly, so it did. So, okay. First off, I got a piece of paper. 1 second. Thank you for your purchase. We look forward to doing business with you on eBay, again on eBay. Cool. And yeah, it's exactly what I thought it'd be. And yeah, very nice of them. Send me a letter with that. Now, why is this covered in cardboard and with eBay tape on it? I've actually heard about this. So if you know a prominent YouTuber who actually does a lot of this, he lives in Japan. I can't remember his name. I always remember his name. Yeah, he gets his stuff sent from the US to Japan. I will probably pop up with a thing here with his name. And he got a few arcade boards damaged. I'm hoping this isn't damaged. I really am hoping this is not more damaged than what it already was, because this wasn't in great nick when I was picking up. So, if you, and what's the point really talking about it as a mystery? It's a SEGA Nomad, of course. What the fuck? Why cardboard? Cardboard is the worst thing in the world. It doesn't bounce. The packaging here is okay, I guess. It's bubble wrap, but come on, guys. Cardboard. The fuck? Right, so put the special eBay tape. Okay, there we go. That's it. That is my new Nomad. And actually the display's a little bit scratched. Hello, you see my reflection. I don't know, it needs a bit of a cleanup. I don't think it's hugely bad, the actual condition of the device. The connections are somewhat better there. If you take a look at the light, take a look at all those little scratches and dingles and dents and everything on the top there. And if I do that, look at all that. So I still might actually try to replace the casing on this with the one that I have over there. But the true test is this actually starting up. So what I use, so the reason why I bought this, we're going to grab a game. So let's grab a game. Let's see, Virtual Rally, Virtual Racer, nah. Sonic, no. Let's just get one of the best multi-cart games that was ever released on the Mega Drive. Now this is PAL, so I remember this working on my other Nomad, which is up here, and it's a lot cleaner and a lot nicer looking. So I did test out a battery mod. It was only a tester, so it was that there. It's literally just this was just for testing. Don't go nuts. I literally just wired to a USB cable to this, and pretty much that's it connects up to a battery pack. So yeah, let's try this out. Oh yeah, if I do it on this, yeah, try and get it on here. This isn't actually the finished mod. I hope you don't think it is, because it isn't. So this is my original Nomad. Let's see. So this thing has broken my heart, so it has. Getting it repaired. I'll be back in 1 second. I'm gonna grab battery. So as you may see here, a battery pack has been plugged in, and that's what I would usually get. So if I plug in a game as well, nothing. I've changed all the capacitors on this. I've changed, I've disassembled it, I've taken it apart, I've replaced the voltage regulator, I've done tons and tons of stuff on this, and nothing. It's dead yet. It's a dud. So fingers crossed that if I just take this off here, I don't want to drop anything, so just put that down like so. If this is an eBay junker, this only cost me €100, which is good because they usually cost about €200 for ones that are in similar state. So I'm just going to put my original Nomad over here. That original Nomad cost me 150 feckin' euros, not including postage. I'm not joking. So we have our 1 amp connection on this. Hey, come on. It's so difficult to do this with one hand, and everything's turning weird. Thank God for jump cuts. I may not use a jump cut. Sorry for the bad angles and bad cameras stuff. So this doesn't power on at all. Interesting. So we're going to take a better look at this. Hey guys, sorry about that. So yeah, I kind of had some issues with this here. So it is working. So if I just grab my Mega Drive, plug, it takes the 9 volt, full 9 volt Mega Drive plug. Just put that in, flick the switch. There we go. There's Sonic the Hedgehog. Thank you, Bob. So sorry about the glare and the lack of sound. So yeah, that was a nightmare. Seriously. Oh, things broke. There's so many things broke. Right, it's near 1 o'clock in the morning now, and I've started this like 10 o'clock. I'm gonna turn off the soldering iron. So what did I do to fix this? Well, let us begin. So first off, when I was removing the, I know the fingerprints, I have a chamois cloth to clean that off. When I was actually removing the front plate, the this jack here actually came off, snapped off completely. There's the little wheel, snapped off. There was absolutely nothing in it, so there wasn't, it looks like it had been rusted away for a while. See that? So that just literally pop straight off. And I don't think YouTube would appreciate the effing and blinding that I had what to do when I was fucking doing that. Excuse my French. But luckily enough, we have a donor board, so we do. Look at all those capacitors. I tried to fix this. I really did try my best. But at least I have spare capacitors if I ever need them. So I also, because the jack was actually wobbly on this, it was literally wobbling, so it would only make connection if you wobbled it around. What I was going to do is I was going to take the jack off this and put it onto that, but what happened was, sorry, the actual jack also broke. Oh god, it just did not go my way while I was doing this one. So the jack broke and I lost the pin and everything. So what I did was I actually went over this, put the original jack back in. Yes, I desoldered it first. And so to fix the wobbliness, this pin here was actually the pin that was causing the trouble. So I bridged that pin with the pad that was there, and pretty much I just soldered the other two back into place, and they're making connection as well. So there's no more wobbliness on the connector. So that's why I'm getting power now from the 9V. Luckily enough for me, it fixed it, so it did. That was an unnecessary break on my behalf, so bad me for doing that. That was a stupid mistake. And yeah, to actually replace this, I had to remove the capacitor here. Luckily enough, it's just two pads. Oddly enough, on this here on the front, they just scratched a hole on both sides and just put the capacitor there. That's fucking amazing. So it is. But very few people actually see this side of the board. But what I'm going to do is actually, what I am going to do is I'm going to stick the clean, the actual clean, newer looking front case and back casing onto this, onto this working Nomad, and we're going to see how that runs, and fingers crossed that should have everything you know, running again perfectly. So let's put everything back together, and let's hope I can play a bit of Sonic for once. So yeah, now that I got everything working, I'm going to do a bit more tinkering, probably break something else. So yeah, took out the backboard because I want to switch it out with the cleaner back of the of my original card. That one's a little bit scuffed, so it is. That's pretty much, I'm just gutting the old one and replacing with the new one. But one thing I did notice about this board was something may have been spilt on it before. So there's residue, sticky residue. See it right there, and somewhat there on a chip. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually clean this entire board with this stuff right here. Some WD-40 contact cleaner. Stuff is great for circuit boards, and I love using it, and it does a great job in cleaning off boards. Yeah, so I'm going to clean off this entire board. One thing I also noticed, which was kind of odd, there's no solder there. If I just zoom in, sorry, it was never properly soldered there, but it was there. If I flip it around, sorry about the blur. That was never fully soldered in there as well. So obviously somebody was kind of like half-assing their job there at one stage, and yeah, they didn't solder it in properly. Now I'm going to compare this with the other board. Sorry about that. So I'm going to compare that with the other board and see if it's the same deal, because the other board takes a charge through the 2 pins, no problem, where I did actually have problems with this board taking a charge. So if that's the case, I'll just solder that back into place and that should be it. That's manufacturer. That is literally manufacturer didn't bother us soldering that properly. So it's taken 20 years to get that soldered. So yeah, I'll just clean the spot and I'll resolder it if that's the case. So and I'll say if it is or not after I'm done with this. So time to clean. Back in a bit. So we are back to my eBay junk video, and basically it is working, and I'm able to hold it and wobble it on the. Yep. So yeah, the actual power adapter was actually bollocksed, as they say. Sorry about cutting off most of this video. Generally I always try to record it, but this frustrated me so much. There we go. This frustrated me so much that I literally couldn't fucking bring myself to video half the time. The screen's actually pretty good on this. Legendary intro. So yeah, this is actually working pretty well. So yeah, and also yes, that is a fake game currently attached to the that's currently attached to this. It's a fake Rockman game, which as far as I know is the Japanese equivalent for this. So yeah. Yeah. So we're back up and running again. So yeah, it's running again, and what I'm using as power is actually my Mega Drive. Is my full-on Mega Drive charger. I will have to change that sometime, but I'm not too fussed, to be honest. It doesn't make you can only see it in the light when you're actually playing the game. It's pretty much invisible, so it is. So yeah, that's pretty handy. Now what I have to do is put all this back together again and keep it for parts, I guess. That's probably what I will do. So I will. It's hard to get these parts anywhere else, so in case the speaker blows, I have a speaker here. I don't know if it works, but I have a speaker. If I wear out the actual grommets, I have the grommets here for it. So yeah, just like Sega CD, spare parts, spare cables, spare everything. Yeah, I know where that's from. It's not currently from the Sega Nomad that I have already assembled, I hope. But yeah, that's going to be a donor board, it looks like. It's kind of sad. Dear God, that was terrifying. It's kind of sad to see this board go to donor, but it could be salvaged by someone who is a lot more talented than me at repairing these things. The display is perfectly fine on this, but who would salvage a display on this thing? I'll probably do an LED mod on it soon, on this one I mean, and change the LED out. And basically I've got tons of parts here that I can actually salvage from if I ever, like chips, if chips blow and all the rest, you know. So yeah, I might keep this, you know, keep it for donors. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I know it was very anticlimactic. Well, it was very yeah, we fixed it, but I'm sorry about the lack of content in the video anyway. So I decided to just pop back in. This is now 3 weeks after I actually did the other videos, and pretty much I've gone a lot further ahead, and including finishing the battery mod, which will be released in the next video. So I've actually done a little bit more on this since I got a nice bag for it, so I have, and let's see, bag is just some shower bag that I got. So what have I done? So changed the display, or the glass. The glass is so nice to see it that clean. If you haven't noticed, my voice is all hoarse because I'm just after recovering from a nasty ass flu, and yeah, my voice is all frigged, but it is literally immaculate right now. Excuse me. But having the machine work, the rechargeable battery, I'm getting 7 hours out of this battery. I was able to play it for an entire day. I was getting some weird looks on the train, but yeah, it's just handy when I'm going retro gaming or retro buying. I can just walk into a store and there we go, we're hooked in. We're now hooked up. But it's so weird to walk into a retro store and just have this, whip it out of my pocket and just see how games play. But there we go. So this is now fully wireless, so it is, and looks pretty original. Now I'm going to be doing a video on how I did this battery. That's going to be the next step. This is just kind of like a prelude to and the display still looks pretty good. Come on, focus. So oddly enough, since I got the battery pack, I can now stand it up in certain ways. So I can, so let's press start. It kind of gives it that odd kind of, I actually have it leaning on the cartridge. It's actually quite stable. Click down on that, click down on that. Let's turn it up a bit. The sound out of this is great. So it is. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, looks pretty original, doesn't it? Looking at the top here, it looks a little bit nasty. I will admit, don't have the LED currently wired up, but I will wire that up soon. I'll just buy a bag of LED, LED, and it'll just show power. Yeah, so. But yeah, there we go. This is a completed product, but I will show how I did the battery mod on my next video. Yeah. So, to be honest, the weight, it is a lot more weighty with the battery on the back. It gives you a little bit more of a decent feel, but now it's finally a proper Nomad, so it is. Oh yeah. And that's the way a Nomad should be. So yeah, I'm loving this mod, the mod that was done here, and I'm going to do a full tutorial on that as well. So thanks for watching my video, guys. If you like this video, please rate, subscribe. If you don't like it, please do as you need to or wish. But yeah, I'll make more of these videos if they gain some traction. Yeah, sorry about the lack of repairs and effort and blinding of me actually trying to repair this thing, but yeah, that's my Nomad. I finally got it fixed up and back working again. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and see you in the next one. Cheers.